What up, guys? It is a beautiful morning here in downtown St. Louis at the Goodwill bins. It is 9:39 a.m. Our bins does two rotations. They do a 10 a.m. rotation and a 1 p.m. rotation, or I'm sorry, 10 a.m. rotation till 1 p.m. Then they close. Then they do another rotation that opens at 3 p.m. all the way till 6 p.m. Today, though, we're going to start a little mini series of going to the bins for only 30 minutes and cherry picking the best stuff that we can in those 30 minutes. And hopefully by the time we get done with our homework, we'll be out of there by no more than an hour. That's the goal. Be out and done and in my car before an hour is up, because I want to see if I can go sourcing more times a week and get better stuff, instead of sourcing only 2 times a week but staying longer and hitting everything. So this is going to kind of really be more media based than anything. We're just going to attack the media for 30 minutes and see what happens. I don't know how many days we're going to do this for, but we're going to find out at the end of this video. And as usual, we are armed with our IKEA bag, our gloves here as well. The line's already looking kind of long, so let's get in here. Let's rush to the media, see what we can find. So far been kind of crazy. I haven't been filming very much because there's a lot of people at the media this morning, but some Blu-ray, some games. I got some VHS that's good, solid CDs, more Blu-ray, Final Fantasy 7. Let's see if this Zelda game is in there. Probably not. It's not. All right, but we're gonna sell it anyway. If I remember correctly, this is one of the more expensive Skylanders games. It is not in there, but case only, it might go for something. It doesn't get case swap really bad, but fortunately we have cases at home. We're kind of in our secondary search at this point. Indigo Girls? I don't know. I'm reaching on this one maybe a little bit. Somebody left a sealed Iron Man. This is just such a common movie though. It might not even be worth it sealed. Somebody forgetting to open their stuff here. Nothing good. Let's see if this one's good. Yeah, DVD. Dang. But yeah, we're in kind of our secondary, we'll pick up stuff like this maybe and sell it, but yeah, not looking like anything too crazy at this point, but that's why you gotta dig, and that's why we're here. Dude, if this had the case, man, I'm gonna keep this just in case I find the case. DMX stuff can do really well. DMX, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Buried in this corner. Titanic. There's a sealed something or other. Christmas. Nah, this is probably nothing. Christmas Child. No, that's part of the set. You take religious-based stuff, as you guys know. This is kind of interesting, the Crow soundtrack, maybe. Crow is kind of an iconic movie, kind of not. What is this? I'll just check it out anyway. It's not worth me fiddling around with. Okay, time to put the camera down, keep digging. And hopefully I'll report back with some more, maybe some more games. Saw the rating. Animal Crossing? Yeah, let's go. It is pretty loved, but I think it'll still sell for some bucks. I don't know. Maybe we get 10 bucks out of this, because Animal Crossing is so popular, you know? It is the GameCube version, but hey, it's still cool. I actually just found something just like this. Was it Mad Max that I found the other day? I can't remember now, but either way, cool to see some stuff like this, some sci-fi action right there. That'll sell pretty easily in the booth, for sure. X-Men. Alright, let's keep it moving, keep it moving. What is this? Hold on, I gotta know. Oh, I thought it was an anime. Alright. So we got a little media case here that we're gonna try to get open because it won't come open. I don't know. Maybe we'll bang it on the ground or something. I don't know what we're gonna do, but A couple other things. Another copy of Mad Max. I thought it was going to be sealed. That would have been really cool, but the Guitar Hero loose. We always take that. And it's pretty bad, but whatever. We can resurface it and put it with a guitar. Pink Floyd The Wall. Both discs are in there. Not the insert, but it's also broken, which actually doesn't scare me at all. This portion will actually just be the bottom of a normal CD, so should be no problem to case swap that here momentarily. I think we're gonna look through this last bin. Let's get a time check where we're at here. We're at 10:10. They let us in a little bit early, so let's just say for the sake of timing that it's 10:15 or maybe even 10:20. So I'm gonna give myself about 5 to 8 more minutes, and then we'll do homework and then we'll get out of here. Okay, my last thing this morning is going to be this Marvel book. Kind of cool. Had a $20 price tag on it at one point. It does have a little bit of spine separation. You guys can't see right now, but we'll deal with it. Time for homework. Got it. Got it. Empty. Rest in peace. Took a little longer than expected, but 10:53, we can get out of here just in time. Looking at three people's throwbacks right before I leave. This is a button-up, vintage-ish. This is made in Guatemala. Definitely an older tag. Levi's 501. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit older. Not super old, but like still valuable. I mean, this thing is like, these are in really good condition. I'm really surprised somebody threw these back. I mean, yeah, they're not made in USA Levi's, but I'm taking these for sure. Thank you. We officially walk out 11:03. We're a little over today, but that's okay. We spent $12.74 today, which is really good. And also, I have to thank Eric, a regular bins goer, so much. Thank you so much for this Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 Brady Games manual. I love this thing. It's so clean. This is actually my favorite stand-up arcade cab, and I traded him a CD. Probably was a little heavier on my end than it was on his end, but yeah, so I definitely owe him. Thank you so much again, Eric, for the sweet manual. This is going straight into the collection. Okay, it is time to do the haul overview for haul number 1. We spent a grand total of $12.74. We had $1.20 in books. We had 28 cents in VHS, and we had $11.26 in other bulk goods. And we're going to do the right thing and put our receipt in the right place. We're trying to be really good about our receipts this year, on top of having a checking account separate for our thrifting needs. We did do just the checking account last year, but we didn't save our receipts. So it is time for us to save our receipts. But anyway, let's get into the haul. We're just going to put that into there for safekeeping. Okay, we're going to start with some music today. I just want to also preface that a lot of this is bread and butter today, but it's all going to add up, I promise. A couple cassettes here, The Crow soundtrack and Stevie Wonder. These will just get thrown in the booth for probably around $2.50 net profit. Also want to say that I'm just going to be speaking in terms of net profit. I know gross numbers are fun to talk about, but let's get down to the nitty gritty and actually see what we're going to take home at the end of the day when we sell these items after fees and taxes and all that good stuff. I have a case to swap this Pink Floyd The Wall. I think this might be the most expensive CD that we got today. It's just going to take a little bit of work to replace the case, which I already have one. But I think this is going to probably be the most expensive CD, maybe at around $8 to $10 for this guy. No other real standouts in the CDs category. We did have some Radiohead, some Boyz II Men, Dave Matthews. We actually got a sealed Matrix Reloaded soundtrack, which is, you know, it's kind of cool, I guess. and then Jamiroquai. These are all going to be thrown into the booth. I will say that these are probably on the better end of, you know, most CDs that we do pick up. But these, again, are all going to average about $3 net profit at the end of the day. We got some Pokemon books, which we always love. We throw these in the booth for about $3 to $4, so they'll net us somewhere around $2.50 for each of those books. Typically, these handbooks tend to do a little bit better, but that's that. We also got this Animal Crossing. This is a Prima guide, not Brady Games, which is another popular guide company, but this Animal Crossing for GameCube is pretty rough, but I still think that we can probably snag about $5 to $7 net dollars on this in the booth. Our VHS today, I would say the standouts for these are going to be the two different versions of Mad Max. Check it out. I thought that was pretty cool. Two different versions of Mad Max. I'm not sure which one of these is more pricey, but either way, I think I'm going to lot both of these up on eBay and hopefully get, you know, $10 before shipping out of these. So we'll net somewhere in the range of like, you know, $8-ish for the set of these. And then some other things worth mentioning is Highlander. I know Highlander kind of has like a little bit of a cult following. Mallrats, which, you know, of course, Kevin Smith movies tend to do pretty well. This one is a really clean copy. And then, of course, Blair Witch Project here, which is sort of a more common horror film. It's obviously a little bit more modern, as you guys know, but you know, we'll still sell this for like around a $6 net bill in the booth. So in DVD and Blu-rays, we had a couple standouts, and that was this 50th birthday deluxe edition of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, which I thought was cool. It has its slipcover and everything, and then sealed Fifth Element. But again, I don't think either of these are crazy. You know, either of these will get somewhere in the neighborhood of $5 to $8 net profit. And then I'm just going to chalk up the Blu-rays to $2 a piece because that's just what we get in on trade. And then we have like one manga DVD that's kind of a question mark. I'm just going to say that this is probably, you know, maybe a $3 to $4 bill if we're lucky, either in the booth or on eBay. One book today, and that's this Catholic Teen Bible. I think this one is going to be a slow seller, but there was a new one that went for $17 before shipping. So at the end of the day, we'll make somewhere about, you know, $14 to $15 net profit on this when it sells. In the video game category, we had, again, some more bread and butter. I think the standout is going to be the Sonic Secret Rings right here. I think this is about a $14 or $15 game right here. So should net us somewhere in the neighborhood of, you know, $12 for this guy. We had a couple cases. Zelda right here, and then Super Mario 64. Zelda definitely will get us a little bit more money as far as the case goes. But again, you know, I don't expect anything more than, you know, maybe $6 to $8 net profit for each of these cases. And then the Final Fantasy VII Greatest Hits, it is missing the third disc, which I'm pretty sure I have it floating around. But at the end of the day, you know, we could sell this in the booth or on eBay somewhere in the neighborhood of $15 to $17 net profit. I did get another computer CPU. Again, I'm not going to count this towards anything really. It's just I'm going to collect these CPUs and maybe try to take them to a recycler or something like that, or just sell them as a lot and get some money for them. So, you know, to be determined. The last thing we picked up was a pair of 501s, Levi 501s from somebody's throwback pile, and these things were in really good condition. These have an older tag and are made in Guatemala, so definitely some vintage action, but not super vintagey, but just really solid condition. I see 15 to 20 bucks. You know, I want to just say conservatively $15 net profit on these guys. They're also a pretty good size as well. Okay, guys, it is run number 2. It is a Thursday morning, which, speaking of, if you're watching this on a Thursday, Dixon's Pickens, Marcus, him and I do a podcast every Thursday night at 7 p.m. CST. So if you guys are watching this video around the time that it releases, hang out for a minute and either check my channel or Marcus's channel, because it flip-flops every week, but check out either one of our channels for a live podcast. Come rap with us, come hang out. You can ask us real reseller stuff, you can ask us live questions. It doesn't matter. We just like to chat and hang out with you guys, so remember that. But anyway, it's a Thursday morning. It is the 10 a.m. rotation. I'm gonna grab my bag, my gloves. I might try to do like 20 minutes of media and 10 minutes of clothing, but chances are, I'm just gonna be real with myself, it's gonna be all media this morning. I'm sure it's going to be. Let's get at it and let's see how much we can get in 30 minutes or less. Okay, the whole morning go awry, but I found this CIB. Let's freaking go. This is a lick right here, guys. But yeah, I got some tapes, regular cassette tapes, some games, some DVDs. I don't know, we'll see. I'm just kind of going crazy. Just found this one, CIB. Nice. Yeah. All right, another solid find. This is Okami right here, CIB. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Today is looking good. Probably like 5 minutes into the morning. Just found Ghost in the Shell. This is actually a special edition, which is really cool. Kind of got like this outer booklet to it. And that'll be a solid, I don't know. Ghost in the Shell stuff probably goes for around 10. But yeah, we're just kind of digging through some book bins, seeing if we can get some extra scores, maybe some $1,600 Stephen King books. Who knows? Actually, this Fender book's really cool. I'm gonna grab that, see what that's about for sure. Some sealed DVDs. This one doesn't have the, well, yeah, that looks open. That looks cracked. Realms of Power. Stuff like this, I don't know. This religious stuff I sometimes take just to see. Basically in the mode where we're picking up stuff like this. This Robert Plant CD. Make sure that it's in there. It is. Just stuff like this. We love throwing it in the booth, so yeah, I love it. Man, I got excited for this Shining. It just looked a little too new almost. I don't know if this is probably a reprint, honestly, but I just love this classic Shining book cover. If you guys haven't watched the episode, we found a first edition of this book, but it ended up being a book club edition, which only made it about a $40 to $50 book at the time. And yeah, we got like 20 bucks for it at the rare bookstore, and then we left. But either way, I'm gonna take this because it's only 40 cents an inch, so that'll be about 80 cents altogether, and I'm gonna lock these up and sell them in a lot. All right, y'all, I can't lie, I was not looking at the clock, and fortunately it's only 11 minutes past the hour. However, they let us in super early. They let us in basically 15 minutes early today, so I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of call it here, start doing my homework, so that way we can get out of here well under an hour. So it's quarter till, guys, and I just can't stay away. I just cannot stay away. I just want to peruse the GM really quick, the pool stuff. Oh, training wheel, okay. I'm gonna give myself like 2 minutes. It's gonna be a quick one. We're gonna get in line. I know we're going over the time, technically. We went over the time, technically, last time, too. But sometimes you just can't pass up money. All right, 10:53. Not that bad. We didn't go over too much. Maybe about, 7 minutes worth of time over. But we're going to go home and review this haul. All right, haul number 2 review. We've got a grand total of $14.44 on this run, 40 cents in books, 1 VHS at a whole 5 cents, and $13.99 in bulk goods. So starting off with the DVDs and Blu-rays, I would say that the standouts are probably gonna be this WWE McMahon DVD, and then also we have, I think this might be a standout, Picket Fences. I've never heard of this show, but it is sealed season 1, which is always a good thing. Season 1s seem to do better. I will say that we just got some really solid Blu-rays. All of these are going to go on eBay and should net us somewhere around $6 to $7, I think, on each of these. Hopefully, maybe, we'll see. But Jurassic World, A Dog's Purpose, and there's this Rush Hour trilogy that came in this nice case here. So I'm thinking you know, somewhere in the area of $5 to $6 net on most of these, at least averages out, because I think this one is probably the most money of the Blu-rays. Otherwise, in the DVD section, we just have some manga and Castlevania. Well, not really manga, but, you know, Castlevania animated, some Naruto. We got Goonies sealed, King Kong sealed. And then we had this Ghost in the Shell, which is actually missing its slip cover, which hurts it a little bit. This one actually is going to go on eBay and still probably net us somewhere around $7 to $8. But otherwise, you know, I mean, these are probably closer. You know, these two sealed DVDs are probably closer to like $3 a piece. Again, same thing probably with these two. We're going to throw these in the booth and net about $3. Moving on to the CDs, a lot of really solid stuff. A lot of stuff that's going to net us about $3 to $3.50 in the booth per item. I forgot to recase this AC/DC Live, but once we get a new case for that from the bins for cheap, we'll have that. I mean, we've got Robert Plant, we've got Deep Purple. This is for, you know, the new metal people out there. We've got Stained. We got AC/DC Back in Black, pretty solid. Jay-Z, super solid. This South Park was kind of a question mark. I'd never seen this. Chef Aid, I've never seen this before, and I thought it was just neat. It'll probably net us on the lower end between $2 and $2.50, but I just thought it was a cool pickup. Again, for the new metal crowd, Breaking Benjamin there. Got Foo Fighters. I think this album is like one of their more kind of cooler albums. It's like, I think this one's a double disc, if I remember correctly. No, it's not. But either way, I don't even know when this thing came out. And yeah, I thought I knew this Foo Fighters album. I don't. And then the last couple things are going to be a Matchbox 20 CD. I mean, a lot of you 90s babies love the Matchbox 20. And this was kind of cool. This was actually gifted to me by Jeff. Thank you, Jeff, for this. But this is the official soundtrack to Super Mario Galaxy on CD. Like, it's there. I think there was supposed to be a booklet that came with it, but it didn't. But I don't see too much money out of this guy right here. Maybe you know, net $2 to $3. Picked up one VHS in this haul, and that is Striptease, the unrated version. I actually saw it sitting in the bin when I was like going through some others, and I was like, I might pick that up. You know, I'm surprised it's not gone yet. And like, I waited another like 5 minutes while I was searching for stuff, and I was like, it's still not gone. So I'm going to go ahead and pick it up, throw it in the booth. This should get us on the higher end for VHS that we do get in the booth. I think this should be like, you know, maybe $6 to $7 net profit, just because it is the unrated version. So yep, got that in VHS. Moving on to books, we actually have a secret hitter here, a secret heavy hitter. This Stephen King right here is the 1977 releasing of this book. Not a book club edition, not a first edition, but really clean. And the non-book club edition seems to be going for around $40, especially in this condition. I mean, it is super clean. So heck yeah, I think at the end of the day, very conservatively, I think we're going to get $30 net profit off of this Stephen King book. Also got this Religious Realms of Power. I saw some new comps going for around like $17 to $20 or something like that. But I think that at the end of the day, we should easily get between $10 and $12 net profit on this. It's really clean. Somebody will scoop it up. All right, game time, guys. The big hitters, I mean, we're just going to point these out right quick. And that's going to be, of course, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2. We've actually got this game on the channel like a while ago. We were at Roosevelt's A&R resale. They're kind of sort of near our house, and he actually had this in a stack of PS2 games and picked that up from him. But yeah, so this is going to be the second time that we've sold this game. It goes for about $30. So, you know, at the end of the day, around maybe like a $25, $27 net profit on this guy. And then Okami right here, this is about a $20 game. So let's just say, you know, conservatively, or, you know, around 15 to $17 net profit on this one. But I'm moving on from those. We got Galaga, which I don't know. I just picked it up. It's for Windows. Old, you know, I mean, it's just Galaga. I mean, right? Like, it'll sell for some bucks. You know, let's just say $5. Ed, Edd and Eddy for PS2 loose. I think this was about a $10 game. So net profit around $7. I always pick up Sims stuff for the most part. I got Sims 2 right here and the double deluxe right here. So I don't know. I just want to say, you know, we usually lot these up. So I want to say maybe $5 a piece is fair to be on the conservative side of the net profit off of both of these. This one is complete. It has all 4 discs, all that fun stuff. This one is complete as well. So I'm just going to say $5 for the sake of arguments. Midway Arcade. Some of these go for okay money. I think this one was a $13 or $14 game. So let's just say conservatively around a $9 to $10 bill net profit on that. And that is it, guys. We are good to go. We're done. We need to go get listing. It is time. And thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate y'all. If y'all liked this little 30-minute or less sort of segment, let me know, guys, because I definitely like to test out something in the future where we try to go to the bins every single day. You know, maybe we do like a 2-week span where we go every single day, you know, for 30 minutes, you know, give us 30 minutes to do homework, you know, basically an hour or less to get in, get out, get research, all that good stuff, and see how it goes versus only sourcing, you know, maybe 2 or 3 times a week. Now, with garage sale season coming up, that's debatable. We'll see how that goes, but it would be cool to see if I can shuffle it into my day or shuffle it into your day, depending if you have a bins nearby. But either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button if you liked the video. Really appreciate it. Costs you nothing to do. We will see you guys later on the next grab. All right. Bye, guys.